Hey, what's going on YouTube? We are going to talk about hair, hot topics. Welcome to my channel. Before I get started on these stupid ass regulations that the Army has came up with, I'm gonna let y'all know where I'm at. So for those of you who are just following, I have locks. Before I get into this, I am getting out of the military in 2 months. Medically retired, I'm getting out of the military, so that's the reason why I got the locks. And how I hide them is by putting yarn braids in my hair. So we'll get into that about the regulations of locks, but no, you cannot have them. Sorry guys. But just showing y'all, I put these in March of last month. See? Look at this new growth. I don't know if you can see that, but there you go. Look at that. New growth. 1 month. And I have a good ½ inch of new growth everywhere. So, yeah. I love sister locks. I love yarn braids. Okay. Rules and regulations. I have been getting so many texts, emails, messages, comments about what to do with your hair now that they have set in the new rules and regulations as of April the 1st, 2014. I didn't know what they were talking about, so I looked at those regulations and oh my gosh. If you have short hair, especially for natural women, if you did the big chop and you have that low fade, you know the women rock the low fade and dye it like a brown or whatever, no more of that. From now on, your hair has to be 1/4 of an inch, longer than 1/4 of an inch. And if it's considered the medium length, if your hair is loose, natural, and it's out, you have it in a fro, if it gets anything past 2 inches, they want you to do something with it. So basically, the only way for you to wear it freely is if it's longer than 1/4 of an inch and shorter than 2 inches. That's it. If your hair grows, which it will, if it grows past 2 inches, it's out of regs. It cannot be free, just freely hanging or freely sticking out more than 2 inches bulk. So that's one of the big things right there. Another one is for cornrows. They are not saying you cannot have cornrows. What they are saying is that you have to have them. So stupid. You cannot have any curved parts. Like you see this part. Let me make up one. See how that's kind of like zigzag? Imagine my hair is zigzag and it had parts. You can't have any curved parts. You can't have any slanted parts. You can't have. It has to be straight back. The dang on braid has to be 1/4 or no bigger than 1/4 of an inch, and then the spaces in between the braids can't be no more than 1/8 of an inch. So you're gonna have a lot of perception. A lot of people are gonna look at your hair and be like, no, because nobody's gonna walk around with a damn ruler in their hand unless they're really anal, trying to measure the spaces in between your damn braids, saying, okay, that's more than 1/8. You need to take those out and do those smaller. You know what I'm saying? It's retarded. What else? No dang on 2-strand twist. That is out of the picture, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. If you go to Afghanistan and if you've been to Iraq, Iran, all those places, when you deploy, people put their hair in twists, they put their hair in braids, they put their hair in styles where they don't have to mess with it, don't have to worry about that, how that sun baking your head. So you saying that you cannot have 2-strand twists in your hair, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? That's the questions that I'm getting. How can I style my hair being natural in the military? So that's the biggest things. They have little stuff like your bun has to be 3 inches or smaller from your head to the outside. The circumference of the bun has to be no more than 3 inches. So for those who have extensions, I really have to ball it up to make it fit and make it no more than 3 inches if I was in a line unit. For those with really thick hair, ball it up and make it smaller, or you're gonna have somebody looking, no, that's too big of a bun. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they're doing it is because they're trying to get people out of the military. They have to chop down 500,000 soldiers, and the biggest way is to aggravate the hell out of them till they're just like, forget this, I'm gonna get out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not chopping off my hair, my bun is too big, that's stupid, that I'll always rock twists. You know what I'm saying? Just, they're doing stuff on purpose. You know what I'm saying? They're doing stuff on purpose just so it would aggravate certain people to where they would drop, to where they want to get out. The bun, it can't be any wider than the width of your head, the back of your head. So it can be kind of wide if you got a wide head, you know. I'm saying, like, my nape isn't very wide, so my bun can't be any wider than this. But it can't be further than 3 inches either. So, yeah, that's some of the rules. Bands, you know, those little bands that's kind of like this, and I'll post a link because I don't have any of the stuff. But the bands that kind of like link like this and go over your head, it has to be a straight band, straight black one. It can't have any holes or anything in it. It can't be any different colors because that's considered designs. What's another thing? I think that's pretty much the most part. So what can you do with your hair? Since you cannot rock twists, 2-strand twists, and they're anal about the size of your damn braids. So, okay, you can rock extensions. You can use, I would be careful on the yarn braids now. Because, you know, with natural hair, you see these edges, they look almost to the point of unkempt, and this has only been a month. You know, natural hair, when it grows in, everything gets together, it could look like dreads, and people can be like, no, those are dreads, even though they're extensions. So it just depends on your commander and how really nitpicky they are. I would say rock yarn braids, do not twist them, 3-strand braid them if you want to rock the yarn braids. Wigs, for those who did the big chop and they have no choice but to do something with their hair because their commander is not going to allow them to grow it out past that 1/4 of an inch. Wigs, this is what I had on my head when I first did my starter locks, because I wanted to, they started looking like dreads way quicker than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to be out, but no more than a month or two they were starting to lock. So I had to do something with it. Wigs you can wear, extensions you can have, sew-ins. You know, basically women are going to have to go back to sew-ins and weaves if you don't like the the wigs. Just, there's really not much you can do to your hair. When I did a video where if you're a loose natural, you did the little braid in the front, you know, the universal style, you do the little braid in the front and then put a little rubber band or just pull it to the side, put your little hair in the back and have like a little puff. Now you can't even do that because you can't have side braids. Every braid has to be straight back. Every braid has to be straight back, no side braids, which is it's so stupid. Y'all, I'm letting y'all know they have a petition out. It's been going, I'm at Fort Carson. It was been going around Fort Carson. I even had people coming up to me, white people asking me, what do you think about the new regulation? I'm just, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's like, we do too. It's so stupid. I feel so bad for you guys. We signed it. So if you see that petition going around your base, please find it and sign it, because that's going to the higher up and they have no choice but to look at it and reconsider their decision. So that's the only thing that I can say. It's stupid. They're doing it on purpose. There's nothing we can do about it. You either adjust to the situation until they change it, or you get out. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. They have a whole bunch of other rules. It's not just us that they're bothering. They done tightened down on the tattoos. I'll post the link. They doing way too much. Honestly, they're doing way too much. Way too much. If they really want to get that many people out, I say offer a 10-year retirement. Go down to 12 instead of 15. You know what I'm saying? They will get a lot of people out. There's other ways than to sit up there and nitpick, because now you have sergeants who are of no ethnic background who can be the biggest assholes ever, because it's based off of perception. For instance, I had one of my battle buddies who came in. Her hair is loose natural. She puts the flaxseed gel on it in the morning. She had a black band. It was the color of her black hair, right? So she's good. Sergeant First Class Blank came up to her and said, your hair is unkempt. Just reading the regulations now, your hair is unkempt. You cannot wear your hair like that for PT. And she just whirling around in her new regulation ponytail, and she's just like, okay, I don't know what to do with it, Lord, what to do with it. So I read the regulations, and I was just like, please read these regulations, because it's based off of opinion. You packed it down, your hair is not longer than 2 inches, it is not shorter than 1/4 of an inch. You have a black band in your head. So what's unkempt? You're basically saying that you don't like the texture of her hair, so you're saying that it's illegal. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of that where people are going to be able to cross the line against our culture of ethnicity, and I don't think that's fair. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of bullshit, so I'm just letting y'all know to be prepared. Be prepared, know your regulations, and get ready to stand your ground if you are not against the regulations. You know what I'm saying? Pack your hair down. Fluff that mug out when you get out. You know what I'm saying? Do not perm your hair, because you cannot deal with the regulations. You know, protective styles are out there. You can rock micro braids. That's not against the regulations. The pin plaits, the same thing, but whatever you call them, that's not against the regulations. You just can't have twists. You can't have twists, and your hair can't be out freely. Another thing is, I also promoted the sister locks because of the last regulations. People were getting away with that. They were getting away with the sister locks because they were technically considered as twists, because if they were not unkempt. You can always see your scalp for the most part, and the way that the locks was done, it was in a patented way. You know, like the doctor who discovered them. You know, it wasn't considered as a traditional lock, so people got away with it. But now I can no longer promote sister locks because twists are not allowed. Hey babe, hold on. Because twists are not allowed, and if twists are not allowed, then you can't get away with sister locks. So, off with the head on that one. You can't have that one either. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Guys, use this video as a dang on blog. If you have any questions, please comment on there. If I can't get to it, people who see this, who are in the same situation, will be able to answer those questions, especially when it comes to basic training. For those who are just getting into the military, about to enlist into the military, really think about the styles that you're going to do. Don't put no Bob Marley twists in your hair, because they're going to make you take those out. Try to get some pin plaits, something that's going to last through those 3 months of basic training without you having to take them out and then your hair is loose. Because when your hair is loose, all that dirt, all that dryness, you're going to be too tired to wash it and keep it up, and then it's going to fall out. So do a style where it lasts the entire time. Bring a pack of weave, and just redo your edges. That's what I did. I got to the point where, I mean, I do my own hair, so it was at nighttime. I was sneaking to the bathroom, and I was getting half of my head done. I would be tired for 2 or 3 days, but I got it done because I know that my hair doesn't last with the styles. So do what you got to do. Please read the regulations. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If you like this, go ahead and put the thumbs up. If you don't like, thumbs down. Comment, rate, subscribe. Have a blessed day. Bye.